Here you go. Just put that. I don't need that. Here you go. Sorry. Back here in the bottom of the first, Crew Billings will start for your Bryant Black Sox as they lead 1-0 here in the early going. Warming up on the mound. Kingsburg off the feet yesterday. As here's the first pitch from Billings. Call the strike. Hudson the batter. And Hudson takes that one outside for ball one. Hudson Hayes, the righty, wearing number 85. Here's the 1-1 from Billings. And call the strike on the outside corner. Count moves 1-2 now for Billings. Working on the mound with an early lead. Has a 2-strike count. Here's the pitch. Down. Billings gets his sign, sets himself on the mound. The 2-2 offering. Down low, just misses once again, and Hudson Hayes works himself into a full count from 1-2 to 3-2. Boisterous crowd here today. Hoping for a win during pool play. Here's the 3-2 from Billings, and Hayes takes that for ball 4. A nice at-bat by the righty. Was down in the count 1-2, was able to work a walk on that at-bat.
All right, I think I'm joining you here, Jack.
Well, here we go. We got a runner on. Nobody out. Jake Vieira. Vieira donning the baby blue gloves. He takes one low. Throw back to first. Not in time.
Not sure if he had a big lead down there, Jack, or not. I couldn't see, so obviously he had a big enough lead to make a throw.
We have seen a lot of these kids take large leads after that ball crosses home plate. And Vieira takes that one for a called strike. So now the count even at 1.
Right, that's one of the rules. They can't steal until the ball crosses the plate.
Correct. Until the ball crosses home plate. As the 1-1. Inside on Vieira. Called strike number 2. This is a different field than what these kids were going to be playing on. A little shorter. You know, anybody hits it down that way.
Right. I was here earlier for the earlier game, and I don't think anybody came close yet.
Well, Vieira takes that high pitch for a ball, so 2-2, and they'll conclude their pool play tomorrow. As here's the 2-2, and that one low and away for ball 3. Another large lead right there on first base by Hudson Hayes, but full count now for the second straight at bat. The Kingsburg All-Stars, they've made Crew Billings work on the mound so far. Here's the 3-2. Vieira, that's going to go right past. Oh, man, for a base hit. Hudson Hayes stays at second, and Jake Vieira has himself a single. 2 men on, and nobody out for the Kingsburg All-Stars with Brady Parst due up now.
He had no other options but to throw a strike there with a 3-2 count, and it was just hit perfectly in the hole.
Yeah, it's a tough play to make at shortstop. So now nobody out. Bryant took the early lead, but Kingsburg making a noise. A bunt right there. Crew Billings on the move. He barehands it. The throw is past the first baseman. Hudson Hayes will score. Jake Vieira puts on the brakes and stops at third base. But this game is tied. Hudson Hayes scores all the way from second base, and it's 1-1.
That was a beautiful bunt. He laid that down perfectly. I've never seen anybody take a couple at the grass line there.
Something common we've seen throughout these 2 days is a lot of bunts being laid down, making the defense make plays, making the pitcher and catcher communicate who's going to pick up the ball,
right?
Who's going to throw it to first, and that's what they did right there. So now it's going to be number
right on the fist on that one.
Working inside the hands, 1-1. Runners on third and second, nobody out. Billings with the pitch. Jackson chops that one down the third base line, but it's going to roll foul.
That was one of those where he just barely got that. He entered a bat on that. Had a lot of spin on it.
Yeah, definitely good for Bryant right there. That would have been a hard play to turn from third to first on a slow roller. So Jackson in the 1-1 count, or an 0-2 count, I should say. Here's the 0-2. That one misses low. A good stop right there from the catcher, Sawyer.
Sawyer with a classic stop. Always dropping to your knees and letting that ball hit you right in the chest protector.
Yeah, Sawyer Shook was on the play right there. The 1-2. On high, swing and a miss by Jackson. Good response right there by Crew Billings for out number 1.
That was a good location for a 1-2 pitch. You're ahead of the batter there. You don't want to throw anything into the strike zone. So getting them up high on a high fastball was a good pitch.
So now it'll be Graham Heinrichs at bat. Still 2 runners on, but 1 out. Heinrichs the batter. That one's low. 4-1. Early here in the first inning, but a lot of action so far for both teams. Bunt shown, bunt laid, it's fair right now. It stays down third base line, misses the tag, and the runner will be safe at home and first base as the Kingsburg All-Stars take the lead. There you go, another bunt laid down.
Another bunt.
It's the tough thing with those plays here on turf field. Usually in your normal grass field, maybe that rolls foul.
Right,
but here on turf, you don't have anything to kind of puncture where the ball is going to go. So it's 2-1 now for Kingsburg. Billings misses outside. Runner goes to second. No throw there. Runner stays at third. So now can really do some damage here with 2 runners on, already up 2-1. Billings on the mound. Clifton shows bunt. Clifton pulls back the bunt. It misses low for ball 2.
Yeah, one of the, I was reading the rules, one of the safety rules basically is that in this age level here, once they square away, they either have to bunt or pull the bat back. They can't pull back and swing, which is a good thing.
That is. Here's the 2-0. And Clifton takes that for a call strike. It is because the instinct of a third baseman or a first baseman is as soon as you see bunt, you charge up all the way as close as you can without getting hit. Here's the 2-1. And misses away on Clifton. Now to count 3-1 in the hitter's favor. You have Brady Parst at third and Graham Henricks at second. Clifton the batter. Here's the 3-1. And misses low. 4-4. A good stop right there by Shook behind the plate. So now the bases will be loaded with 1 out for the Kingsburg All-Stars.
Yeah, need to call it. I was just going to say, need to call a timeout. Somebody needs to come out and talk.
Big game for Bryant here. They did lose their first pool play game. Kingsburg won today, so 2 1-1 teams in this pool already. And with these teams set to play off tomorrow, things get a little interesting in that pool play, especially when you have tiebreakers. As it's going to be number 10 for Kingsburg, Luke Winslow. He's got the bases loaded, the left-hander. First pitch, Winslow, and it takes high and away for ball 1.
So yeah, start him up with a high fastball up and away. Pretty good-sized kid, though, Winslow here.
You got to be careful here. You do not want to just give him a fastball right down the middle. And Winslow will take that for a called strike on the lower part of the zone.
Looked like on the outside lower part of the zone. You're right.
Here's the 2-1. And Winslow takes that one high. Crew Billings working on the mound. 27 pitches now for him. You also got to watch the pitch limit.
Yep.
You've seen a couple teams play strategically around that. As here's the 2-1. And inside on Winslow, a good stop by Sawyer Shook behind the plate. Count now in hitter's favor, a 3-1 count. Bases loaded. 2-1 Kingsburg All-Stars lead. Jack Field alongside Rich Castillo here at the 10U Cal Ripken World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus. 3-1, and Winslow takes for a call, strike 2. Same spot where that first strike was called, so now the count is full with the bases loaded.
Good pitch, but now he's got to come back again here, and Winslow's going to be ready.
Yep, full count pitch, and a swing and a miss by Winslow. Billings pumps the fastball right past him. A huge out, number 2.
Billings just challenged him right there. He says, if you're going to get on base, you're going to have to hit this, and he did.
Yeah, that's what you want to see from your starting pitcher. So now number 18, Cale Parfs, is your batter. Parfs takes an inside pitch near the feet for ball 1.
2 dead here. Everybody's going to be moving as soon as this ball's hit.
The 1-0. Misses high and away for ball 2. So Billings behind in the count early, 2-0. Defense playing normal at all positions. There's a force out at any base for them. Billings gets set on the mound. Cale Parfs the batter. The 2-0. And then misses away for ball 3. So if you're Cale Parfs here, is it a 3-0 green light, or do you wait for a strike to be thrown?
He's gonna wait.
Well, we'll see right here. It's a 3-0 count. 2-1, Kingsburg leads. Parfs still should expect a good pitch here.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, here's a 3-1. And he takes loaded. It's 3-1.
Right now he's having trouble finding a strike zone.
First pitch to Wood. Inside, near the feet for ball 1. And they've really made Billings work on the mound, waiting for their pitch.
Right.
The 1-0. And catches the end part of the zone for strike 1.
Nice location on the outside.
We've seen Billings, whatever side the hitter's on, hit the outside part of the zone nicely. Billings goes right back to that zone. Bases are loaded. 3-1. Kingsburg leads here in the bottom half of the first.
Catcher just moved over to the inside.
That one's on the ground, off the pitcher's mitt. Bohano grabs it. The throw is not in time. And Connor Wood is safe at first.
Great job of hitting, though. I mean, just before that pitch, I pointed out to you that the catcher had moved on the inside, and that's exactly the location where he threw the pitch, and he just got around on it and was able to hit a nice ground ball to shortstop.
So we got a meeting on the mound right now between the pitcher, second baseman, and catcher for Bryant. As that concerns. Bases loaded still. Now this time for Jace Ruiz.
Yeah, the reason for that is that a second visit, he would have to pull him from the...
That is true. And
I'm not sure if they have somebody warming up that in position where we can't see down the line.
Ruiz shows bunt. He pulls back. Everybody back to their base. You can see third base is not playing. It's 40 pitches so far for Crew Billings here in the first.
So he's half of his 75 total.
Yep. Now he is at least required 1 day of rest.
What, at 75,
it's 2 days.
2 days? Okay.
2 days of rest, and it looks like we might get a change right here, actually. The catcher is taking off his gear. He might be the new pitcher or just going in a new position.
Yeah, I think someone else is coming in to catch, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like number pitcher for the Bryant Black Sox. So we're going to take a quick break. And
the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. Located just 1 block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burger screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Top reasons to work at Strack and Van Til.
Many opportunities to grow.
Flexible hours.
Outstanding benefits like paid vacation time and holidays.
Enjoy health benefits in a 401k plan.
I always feel like I'm part of the team.
Or visit our site at strackandvantil.com/careers. Nobody else will give you the opportunities that we do.
10U Cal Ripken World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point alongside Station 21. Jack Thiel alongside Rich Castillo. New pitcher in for the Bryant Black Sox. It's going to be former catcher Sawyer Shook now in the game as pitcher. It seems like Chase Arender has moved behind the plate at home.
Yeah, we were just talking before we went to break, before they started to make the change on the pitch count at 40. That is pretty much his half of 75 that he's allowed.
Yeah, and it's 1 day of rest, and things get a little tricky. I know these teams are only playing once per day, but some of those teams have to play twice per day.
Wow.
You know, it's not per game to rest, it's per day. So that's where things get a little interesting on the field. So Sawyer Shook still throwing some warm-up pitches, seems to be about ready. The bases are loaded, and it's kind of weird for him. Comes in a 1-0 count. You know, as a pitcher.
Yeah, this is what in baseball you call he's coming in a dirty inning. He's got the bases loaded, like you mentioned.
Yeah, tough spot.
And he already has a count on the.
Yeah, tough spot here for Sawyer Shook. Chase Ruiz is the batter. He showed bunt in his first swing, but he pulled it back. But a first pitch called strike from Sawyer Shook evens the count now at 1. Kind of can work his own way now here. And Crew Billings, the pitcher, moves to second base as well. So those are your defensive adjustments for the Bryant Black Sox here. Here's the 1-1. Ruiz, hefty swing and a miss right there. Nice pitch thrown by Sawyer Shook. It's a 1-2 count. Although Kingsburg has 4 runs already, it'd be a huge relief if Sawyer Shook can get them out of this inning.
Absolutely. Right now he's throwing strikes. That's what the Black Sox need.
Here comes the 1-2. Ruiz swings and misses. Chase Evans, and they lead 4-1. We'll be right back, but you're watching the 10U Cal Ripken World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Welcome back to the 2023 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals, and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Back here as the Kingsburg All-Stars lead 4-1 on top of the second. Jack Thiel alongside Rich Castillo at the 10U Cal Ripken World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus here in beautiful Crown Point, Indiana, alongside Station 21, some of the best food that you can find in this great city. We're here in the top of the second, getting ready for the warm-ups as the lefty throws it down there and to second base, and we're set to get underway here. Luke Winslow, the pitcher.
Winslow starting with 24 pitches.
So both teams have really made both pitchers work in that first inning. It's going to be Chase Arender to lead things off for Bryant. Obviously, it's only the second inning, but still, you want to have some momentum throughout the game. So here comes Arender. Winslow, the pitcher. Takes that one low and misses for ball 1.
Starts him off with something outside here.
Kingsburg scheduled to play Flood City tomorrow at 5. The 1-0. High, and Arender smartly takes that pitch for ball 2.
That one just got away from him, that's all.
It's just a bit outside, that's what they say. But Arender ahead in the count, 2-0 now. The 2-0. And Arender fouls that one straight back. 2-1 is the count now. Well, it's like, you know how Kingsburg is going to line up defensively in left field. You have Connor Wood in center field, Hudson Hayes, and right field, Jays Ruiz. At third base, you're going to have Corbin Jackson. At shortstop, Jake Vieira. At second base, you're going to have Brady Parse. Here's the 2-1. Orender takes that for ball 3. At first base is Graham Hendricks, and your catcher for today's game is Colton Clifton. And, of course, your pitcher, like we mentioned, is Luke Winslow. Here's the 3-1. And Orender takes that down the middle for a called strike. Count now full. Orender takes a look down to the third base coach, Winslow, sporting the eye black, trying to record the out here. Here's the pitch. Orender to the shortstop, Vieira. The throw in time for out number 1.
Nice. The turf field and the things that they do and don't do. One of the things that the turf field does is give you true bounces, and that's what he got at third base.
So Aaron Joyner now. Joyner fouls that one straight back. The left-hander wearing number 25. That is true. When you have that turf field, you can expect it where to bounce. You know,
right.
When you play in those regular grass fields, it can take a bad hop on you. It can go left. It can go right. You know, you expect it to take a hop, and it goes right under your legs. So, you know, that's the one advantage when you do play in those turf fields. Is here's the 0-1. Joyner takes that high. One of the disadvantages people will say is the ball flies off the turf, coming right at you. Compared to on the grass, it might die a little bit in real grass, but on turf, that ball comes right off the bat. So here's the 1-1. And Joyner takes that one high for ball 2.
I'm watching Joyner's stance here. He's right on that back line, as far back as you can get in the box.
2-1. Joyner checks it. Called strike 2. And the credit to Winslow, I mean, he is pumping in that fastball. And some of the Bryant hitters want to stay back in that box for it. 2-2. Just misses outside for ball 3.
Looks like that could have been some type of slider or something. Off speed, it was moving away.
Although it's only 10U, some of these kids are developing those off-speed pitches as we talk. The 3-2. Joyner pops that one up. The first baseman right there, Hendricks, to make the grab for out number 2.
I know when I coached at this level here, the easiest pitch to have them throw besides the fastball is a sinker, because you throw it just like a fastball. There's nothing on the elbow. There's no twisting the wrist. You throw it. Sometimes they call it the split finger fastball.